They told us to give a disclaimer. The views expressed on this podcast are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, owners, sponsorships, or employees of thereof. Pretty much, if you're soft, don't listen to this podcast. One thing I pride myself on is just being the same and trying to look out for my folks along the way.
Like, even with all these, big things happening, like, you still mad humble, and you still, like, you have enough clout now where you could easily be like, I'm not fucking with this, I'm not fucking with that.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers, it's on. Welcome back to Unrestricted Podcast. I go by the name of DreRawka, your host. I got a very special guest in the studio today. She has been my friend for a very long time now. I had to push her to start doing the social media stuff and start, putting her cooking skills on blast for the people to get inspired by. Lola Ray.
Hi, nice to meet you.
The wife with a knife.
Yes, wife with a knife. That's my cooking name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last time I seen you, you weren't a wife.
I was not.
You were not a mother yet.
I was a mother of one.
You one.
Yeah.
Okay. How long has it been? It's been a long time.
Weren't you with what's his face? The guy that was doing the rapping?
Big A.
Big A.
Yep.
We met through Big A.
Yes.
And I was a single mother of one. And then after that, I got married.
How'd you meet your husband?
Plenty of fish.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the meat market.
Is that rest in peace? Is Plenty of Fish still a thing?
I don't know. Is it? Because I feel when I talk to my single friends now, they don't bring up Plenty of Fish. It's all that Bumble and Grindr and stuff. So I'm like, oh, wow, we're done.
You were kind of at the early stages of internet dating.
Yep, I was. All thanks to my sister. Yeah, I was single, dating around the time I met you. Uh-huh. I was dating a lot of red flags. And finally, there was a Plenty of Fish commercial on TV. Me and my sister were hanging out. And she said, you know what? I am sick and tired of you dating all these bar guys. How about you get on a dating site and just tell them what you want, be forward, tell them you have a child, that you mean business, and let's go. You know, she's a protective sister. So I got on there and I said, I'm looking for a guy with a career that wants to settle down and not, mess around. Then I found my husband.
And so did you approach him or did he approach you?
He approached me.
Okay. So he reads the bio. He's like, damn, she wants a lot.
She wants a lot, and he wanted all that.
Oh, okay.
And out of all the guys that I saw on that app, it wasn't even an app. Mm-mm. It was a website.
Yeah.
He also wanted the same things. He wanted a serious relationship. He wanted to settle down. And we met, and we said, let's go. It's time. And he's been such a great stepdad.
Yeah.
And he took her in like his own. He's a great guy.
I could tell by I never met the guy, but just off of your Instagram feed and everything like that, I think you guys make a beautiful couple.
Yeah.
Real red-blooded white American you got there.
Yeah, right? With the spicy Latina coming in, and I boss him around a lot, and it works.
One of my favorite things is I seen on your Instagram, you were like, when you're dating a white boy dating a Latina, you're like doing your makeup in the car while he's jamming out to like metal.
Oh yes. He'll get into, it's funny because he'll do all the metal and grunge, and then he goes to my family's party and it's like cumbia and bachata and all this stuff. So it's kind of funny, but he doesn't complain, which I love about him. He does not complain about our culture.
It's good.
And our food.
That's good. Well, you can't complain about the food.
Well, he's very Cajun. He's from Louisiana.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was raised in New Orleans, and he thought he knew what spicy was until he met me. And then I turned. Yeah.
How was that though? Integrating somebody into your family of a lot of culture, and he's coming from a Creole kind of culture, right? Yes. How was that integrating your husband into your family?
It was kind of the attitude like you stay or you go. I just had that attitude. Like I don't have time to get you used to us. You're either in or you're out. And he was for it. He loved it. He hung out with took shots that first day he met them. Like that's how you get to us brown folks.
Yeah.
You get in. You don't sit in the corner and not offer to help. He was in there, at least with the uncles.
Yeah.
The women he was a little intimidated by, but That's okay. He got there. Now they absolutely love him.
That's good. How long have you been married?
Ooh,
I put her on the spot.
wait, 2013. So
You got married quick.
10 years. Yeah, it was like within the yeah.
Holy smokes.
I knew the minute I met him that I was gonna marry him.
That's crazy.
I knew it, so I trapped him good. Yeah, I'm like, baby, like ASAP, because this is the guy.
Yeah.
You know.
We a lot of similarities there. Me and my wife been together for 10 years now too. 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So we got.
February 24th.
Oh.
She says it. Well, I say the 23rd. She says the 24th.
Yeah, we all say the different dates, don't we?
Yeah. So we share the 10-year anniversary kind of thing.
And how did that start with you?
So I was with Big A.
Yes.
I was with Big A and Flips, and we were always together, right? We were always, regardless on where we're at, we're always together.
Yeah.
And so, one of the chicks that was coming to the studio, she was like, "Hey, come over to my house, come hang out." And so it was like a Sunday, and so we drive out to Kaysville, and we go into this girl's house and whatnot, and there was 2 other girls there, and one of them was my wife. And I was like, yo, like, she's cute. What's up? Yeah. You know what I mean? What's going on with you? And of course, she gave me all the dirty looks, right? All the dirty looks. I'm like, this girl don't like me. And so I'm like, in my head, I'm like, man, all right, well, I talked to her and whatnot. And then as I'm leaving, I told Shorty that brought us over, I was like, hey, tell your friend, hey, here's my number, whatever,
It's very nice.
holler at me,
No one does that anymore.
And yeah, no. And so I ended up getting a text message from her, and she was like, hey, my friend told me to give you a text or something like that. And so I was like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, I'd like to hang out with you again or whatever. And then just slowly, I just started making the journey to Kaysville every single day. Mind you, I was working at a job at 5 a.m. My start time was 5 a.m. So I was driving to Kaysville, hanging out with her, splitting cheeks until 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? After I'm done splitting cheeks, driving back to my job in Sandy.
You see, ladies, when a man wants it, he wants it. He'll do it.
Nah,
He'll go through the ends. He wants it. He'll go through the ends of the world to come to you,
Yeah, I think that you sacrifice, whether if it's sleep, time, doing other things. If you really want something, not even a relationship. If you want something, you'll do whatever to make it happen.
Yeah, when you're hungry, and you'll get it.
And I was starving.
It's proof right there, you guys. Same with my husband. I remember one time where my daughter was deathly sick, and we couldn't go on our date. I was living in West Valley. He was on Hill Air Force Base because he was in the military at the time.
Oh, okay.
And he drove all the way just to give me a bag of medications, fruits, her favorite fruits, her candies, water, and he dropped it off. He didn't even knock on the door. He just texted me and said, open your door. Like, that's when
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
I'm glad I missed the internet dating phase, though. I didn't even jump on it.
Oh, you didn't even get
I was on POF just because one of my friends was like, check this out. You know what I mean? But I never internet dated. Never did the Hinge. Never did the only, what was that? Christians Only.
I'm like OnlyFans. No, Christians Only. Farmers.com.
Yeah, I've never did any of that.
That farmers.com came out right after POF, and they just started going and eHarmony. eHarmony.
She said A.
eHarmony. What's that? eHarmony, and you had to pay for that. I was this close to paying for eHarmony because I thought anything free, no one's taking you serious.
That's true.
And then boom, I met Kevin. So thank God.
How was it meeting his family? Have you been back to New Orleans and whatnot?
We were back there about 2-3 years ago. I met his family, and they are exactly what you think a Cajun family is. Just like a Mexican family, big and loud and, party and food, but their food's different and everything's different. They're just loud. I'm
thinking a lot of seafood.
A lot of seafood. Yeah. Every time we go, there's always a crawfish boil. The minute his friends know that we're there, they get everyone together, people that haven't seen each other in years, and they throw a crawfish boil just for Kevin. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing. I love New Orleans. it's got its bad rep, but the hospitality it's true.
Well, I think that's the South, right? You always hear about the South being that. A lot of, Southern comfort, Southern hospitality.
Absolutely.
I've never been, but I want to go.
Oh,
I would love to go to Bourbon Street.
Oh, be careful.
Why?
There's a lot of homelessness out there right now. It used to be a tourist area, right, where you'd party. It's pretty dangerous. You get your car hijacked.
What?
I've had people get robbed. We've known people getting robbed out there. It's getting dangerous. So you if you go on the main alleys, don't go in the back alleys to do a shortcut. No, stay where the people are. Do not do these little streets. It's crazy.
I'm thinking about the late 90s
New
Orleans.
There's been shootings at Mardi Gras as of late. There's been shootings. So it's gotten a little dangerous. Yeah. My husband won't take me there.
Well, thanks for ruining my dreams.
Yeah. It's and you know what's sad? He even said, well, if we go to Mardi Gras, you will not wear a skirt or a dress.
Why?
People get
groped.
Are
you serious?
Hella groped. Oh yeah. So he knows. I know it sounds amazing and fun, but you really got to go at the right time with the right people, and do not talk to anyone. You kind of have to keep a tunnel. He taught me that. He's like, when we walk on Bourbon Street, just go. Let's keep your eyes on me. If anyone tries to talk to you, leave them. Ignore them. Because they'll try to trick you, and then they'll pickpocket you, or it's kind of dangerous.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
people ruin the fun.
They do. So
you just came back from Arizona?
Yes.
How was that?
It was good. It was the weather we had these past 3 days. Yeah, it was that perfect 70s spring breeze weather. They had festivals out on the streets. It was great.
What'd you go out there for?
Just to visit my sister. She had a birthday party for her son.
Oh, okay.
So she's in Tucson, Arizona, but we decided to kind of explore around there. I feel like it's kind of where people go to die. Because there's nothing. That's why they throw so many festivals, because there's nothing. It's a cat litter. I'm sorry, but
damn, Tucson just getting shots.
I absolutely don't. I'm not a fan of Arizona, but I'm not a fan of Tucson for sure. But it was great. Thank you, thank you, Tucson.
Your sister's like, damn.
Oh, they get so mad. They're like, no, we love it here, so leave us alone. Like, okay.
I have a sister in Peoria, Phoenix, suburb of Phoenix. And
she's not gonna like what I said then. Sorry.
She gets it. She when I went out there, I visited her in January, and this was years ago though. And it was the perfect weather. When I expected it to be hot. And they were like, no, come in August. 120. I was like, no, that don't sound fun. First time I seen an orange tree was in Arizona.
Oh.
I was like, what are those things growing on trees? Like, those are oranges. That really happens?
Yeah. Well, you guys, you get lemons out here? Do they get lemons? Like California? Like the lemon tree?
Yeah, they get lemon tree. I think they even got avocado trees too.
Oh, yeah, I'm jealous of that. I'm definitely jealous of that.
Where'd you get this love for cooking?
My mom, where we all get our love for cooking, right? The person
my
you
dad.
love. Yeah, and the person you love, the person in your home is the person that shows you the love for cooking. Also, it was very much get the fuck up and cook for your family because I'm working right now. And I'm the oldest. So it was very much that. It was survival. My mom's not home. She's working 3 jobs. Get up and cook. And she would have the food laying out on the counter. And I would cook for my hardworking father and my little sister. And I absolutely hated it. And at 18 years old, I started nannying for families. Not only did I have to take care of their kids, but I had to cook for the family too.
Oh man!
So I had to learn also how to cook theirs. I would come to the job, and there would be a book filled with recipes that they wanted me to cook for them. So I would just follow it, and that was that. And I loved it because they would come home, hardworking mom and dad with the smile on their face when they got a good plate on the table. I took that weight off their shoulders. So it went from my mom to nannying, and then from nannying being a girlfriend to a military guy that did not know how to even put cereal together.
Oh man.
My husband is not good at cooking. I'm sorry, honey, but you are good at grilling. So yeah, I went from, it just escalated.
So you only have one sibling, your sister?
Yeah, just my sister.
And you're the oldest.
I'm the oldest. So I had to learn how to pick up things quick.
And you're Mexican.
And I'm Mexican with you know how the Mexican mothers are.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I love that. That's why I am who I am today. My mom made me. I feel like I'm kind of, she is my Remy to my linguine. You know, Ratatouille?
Yeah.
She's the little rat in my head. Just every time I feel like that's just her. Yeah.
Is mom still around?
Yeah, mom's still around. She lives right 10 minutes away from me. Mom.
Why you say it like that?
Because you know how...
Did she just show up?
She won't, but she'll call me and still preach. You know, it doesn't matter how old I get. She's still like, you can do this better, but which I love.
Yeah.
She does it out of love. She wants to know when she leaves this world, I'm going to be okay. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Do you find yourself carrying traits that your mom had?
Yeah. Especially with my teenage daughter now. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to be cooler than this. You know? Yeah, I thought I was going to be a cool teenage mom. But no, I'm doing exactly what my mom used to say to me. Like, why are you dressing like that? Oh, you look crazy. Oh, I can't believe you. Don't do that around the family. I'm saying the exact same thing. What do you think?
Do you ever check yourself?
After I say all that, I go to my room and I'm like, you better calm down. And then I don't. Then I go back out and I don't.
Isn't it crazy that we get those traits from our parents?
Yeah. What about you? What do you think you got from your father?
Stubbornness. Not stubbornness. I shouldn't say that. I think my dad knows how to push people's buttons, especially the people's that he loves, right? So like my wife, there are certain things that she hates that I do, and I know it, right?
Yes.
But I'll lean into it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. See what you can get away with.
Exactly.
Of course. Yep.
And I'll poke the bear a little bit too much, right?
Yep.
My dad does that. It's that same thing. Or it'll be like, so I'll do the told you so thing, and my dad used to always do that to me.
Ooh.
Don't put that on the ledge there. It's gonna fall over. You don't know what you're talking about, Dad. And then sure enough, it would fall over. That's me now. I'll tell my kids now. Don't do that. It's gonna blah blah blah. And then sure enough, it happens. I'm like, told you so.
Yeah, por pendejo. That's what we say, por pendejo. Or me, I say, I hate that I'm saying this, but I say now, wait till you have your kids. Then you'll know. I'm like, shit.
That's the mom thing.
What my mom used to say. That mom guilt, man. Yeah, it's crazy. So what did your dad, how did you start? Do you even cook?
Yeah.
Who cooks the most, your wife or you?
Okay, so here we go. My dad taught me how to cook.
Okay.
Kindergarten, because a single father, he had 3 jobs. He had no time. He was like, yo, when you come out of school, kindergarten, you unlock the door, let yourself in, and you lock the door.
We were raised the same way.
Exactly. So he taught me how to cook. I've cooked my whole life. Never had somebody to pamper me or anything like that. My mom wasn't around. So when I got with my girl, I taught her how to cook because she didn't know how to cook. And so I taught her how to cook everything. And how to, when cooking, it's a lot of improvising, right? Mm-hmm. It's not by the book. When you said that you nannied and had this cookbook and instructions and all this stuff, you just cook with feeling. Even if you have a base, you cook with feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so...
Or what you have left over in your fridge.
Exactly. What can you make? And usually it's fried rice.
Or an omelet.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything could be put in an omelet or in a fried rice.
Yep. Exactly. Or a soup, too.
Or
right?
a soup. There you go.
So, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm I taught her how to cook, and ever since then, she makes dishes and whatnot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Wow. And did your dad also grill, or it was just cooking?
My dad loved to grill, but we never had I'll be lying if we said we never had a home or a house, because we did, but I was too young to understand what he was doing, right? But living in an apartment, it was kind of hard for him to grill.
Yeah.
Because you can't really grill on a patio. It's illegal or whatever. You don't want to burn it down.
You can do it right out there on the front grass.
Yeah, no, he did. And he did. He would have his little charcoal, always charcoal.
Yeah.
He would always do it. And so he would grill. We actually grilled over Easter weekend. And this is one of my favorite moments with my pops.
Right.
It's him grilling because while that thing's smoking, we're conversating.
Yeah.
Like, I just found out my dad did 5 years in juvenile prison.
Yeah. I heard that on your last podcast. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I mean, it's not cool he did 5 years.
It's not cool, but these stories, you're like, whoa, Pops, I found out some things too. When you get older, that's when they start really taking out those skeletons. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. You look at your parents different, but sometimes I forget that my dad had a life before me.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy how my dad met my mom. So my mom, that's my Mexican side. My mom's Mexican, my dad's black.
Oh, you're half Mexican?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm
welcome to the
Blaxican.
familia.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I know everybody thinks I'm Polynesian. I'm not. But my dad, he the way that he met my mom was he was actually trying to hook up with her cousin, and it didn't work out. So he ended up with my mom.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Does he see the cousin still?
No.
Okay.
They got divorced in '95. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, very
Crazy.
long time ago.
Wow. Well, yeah. And you love food. You love to cook.
Everything.
Everything.
I love to experiment. That's a bad thing about my family right now, is that other than my baby Anaya, who's 2 years old, she's very much loves whatever is on my plate. But my two sons and my wife, they're very picky. So when I get sushi, I don't have like a sushi partner. You know what I mean?
Shoot.
Or when I do like pho, I don't have like a pho partner.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, it's a bummer. But with my baby, I just got her on. So my favorite treat is sunflower seeds. I love sunflower seeds. And so my baby, she loves them right now too.
Like, how often do you eat these sunflower seeds?
Daily. I need daily.
Really?
It's a little snack.
Ooh. Are you into ASMR then?
The fuck is that?
People that eat while they're on the microphone.
Oh, that's weird.
Come on.
That's your
Dre.
thing?
You're kind of, yeah.
Like-
Yes, the snicky snacking. Yeah, my husband absolutely hates it. So I have to watch it when he's not around.
That's
But
your-
you've never heard about that?
No, I have.
Oh, people get paid big for that. But I was thinking about the sunflower seeds. I'm like, man, I just hear the noise. And I think that's my I hate when people munch on sunflower seeds.
Really? You don't like the
it's
cracking?
so annoying. It's like hearing someone chew on their nails. But it's okay. It's fine. I'm just saying, like,
Crack.
wow. Yeah, crack. I'm like,
That's why you didn't want to wear the headphones, huh?
yeah. There's some noises. I like a good slurp from a soup
Okay.
or a sandwich, but there's something about sunflower seeds that I absolutely hate. But hey, that's your thing. Cheers to that. Good
Yes.
for you.
Hey, good choice, by the way. We're drinking this Cali Rose 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg edition. And you cracked the bottle.
I cracked the bottle.
And this is bomb.
Yes. Cheers to Snoop Dogg. Thank you. And his book. I want it so bad. It's called From Crook to Cook.
It's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook from Snoop Dogg.
Is it all marijuana and
I don't know. I don't have it. I don't know, but I want it. Have you not seen where he goes to on the Martha Stewart show and he does all that stuff with Martha?
Yeah, I see. I mean, it's not like I tune in every Tuesday.
Oh, well, I don't know about this book, but I'm thinking it's pretty good. The last video I made was about deviled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, when you're making the deviled eggs, you drizzle chili oil on it. Well, I heard through the Instagram Vine that Snoop Dogg actually has that on his cookbook or something like that.
Okay.
Where he recommends that you put chili oil on your eggs. And
Really?
It was amazing.
Do you make your own chili oil?
No, I wish. I will, though. I will. I'm starting baby steps.
Okay.
If you've noticed, I'm not doing anything big. I made those tacos. I made pork belly tacos.
And the pork chops look crazy.
The pork chops were amazing.
With you had the mushrooms on it?
The mushrooms on it.
Look crazy.
Yeah, I copied that actually from my daughter's quinceañera food menu. We almost hired this catering company to make her these pork chops.
Yeah.
And we went, and it was amazing. But the pork chops were really dry. But the sauce was delicious. So we had some pork loins hanging around. And I said, what can I do with these pork loins? And her quinceañera, came up in my head. I'm like, oh, remember that time you ate that pork loin with the sauce? Do that. Like, see what you can do. And yeah, it was a hit.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did you have a quince?
Yes, I did. And my mom catered the whole thing for 200 people.
Holy smokes.
My mom catered my wedding too. 400 people.
Holy
The
moly.
fire department got called on us. Yeah, well, my mom, she's the girl.
Dang.
Yeah, and the food tasted. Everyone complimented like how amazing it tastes, how savory. You can't cook for that many people and make the food taste that good. It's impossible. But my mom did it, just on her own.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom's the OG.
Your mom's the shit. That's awesome.
The OG of me. I've been trying to get her to open up a food truck, but
what's holding her back?
She's older now. You know, it's harder for her. So she's like, "What about you go in there and help me? Let's get in on this." Like, do I really want to work with my mom?
I think there's some pros and cons.
Exactly.
Right.
Like,
I think.
I really want to work.
Does your parents, growing up, did they own any businesses?
Growing up, no, but now my dad owns a concrete company called Slate Rock Construction.
Oh, okay.
He does concrete. What do you call it? Excavations? Remodel. He'll even do remodeling in the wintertime, you know, when they can't do concrete outside. So
Yeah.
he owns that, but that's about it. Before that, they were just hustling.
When did he start that?
About 2017. 18.
Okay. So very late.
Yeah.
I mean,
very late.
considered what is he, about 50?
Yeah, 55.
55? Okay.
Yeah.
So considerably late. And that's why the reason why I ask is because I feel like minorities that were born in like 60s and 70s, for some reason, they didn't know to start a business, right? Or pursue entrepreneurship. And I feel like that has changed in the late 2000s, right?
Right.
I feel like now us as parents, we're able to flip it, and now seeing you in the forefront with your cooking and whatnot,
Yeah.
you do have that opportunity, and you market really good. Your social media is booming now.
Thank you. I mean, it's booming, but it's not. I don't get the followers, but I get a lot of views.
It's tweaking.
And no contact. No one responds.
Engage.
You know? And yeah, none of that.
It's just a few tweaks,
which is fine because we'll get there, right? But like you said, it was harder for my parents. They didn't have social media. My mom said that unfortunately back then people didn't like other people's success. It blows her mind seeing that my friends cheer for me, because she said back then everyone wanted you to do worse or the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do better than them.
You haven't ran into it yet, but you're gonna feel it.
Right.
You'll feel it. It will come.
Right. But
the better you get, it will come.
Right.
And it'll come from the people that you do not expect it from.
Right. Exactly.
Jealousy and envy is a weird, strange thing, man. And the devil is the truth. That is a real thing. The devil will prey on you when you're on your highest.
Yeah. And you know what's weird? I've gotten support from people that I don't talk to, that I've just made friends on social media, or people that I didn't really think I didn't want to really mess with. They were the ones that were throwing me out there.
Mm-hmm.
Even family members that I haven't talked to in a long time, they were, what do you call it? Just putting my page on their Insta stories. And I'm like, wow, we don't even talk like that. So thank you. So yeah, you're right. It's going to show you who the real people are.
You just got to keep going, though.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So I've been telling you a long time that you needed to do this.
Yes.
Like you put out a little things on your stories where it's like, yo, this is the dish I made. And I'm like, turn this into a full-time thing. Go all in on this.
Yeah.
So what was the final straw that broke the camel's back to make you jump in, create the Wife with a Knife Instagram page and persona, alias? What made you jump into it?
So I have a friend that has her own little business called Living Green Girl. Her name is Heidi. And she's taking some courses online about being a businesswoman, how to start. And they tell her, you got to get into social media. If that's not your thing, you got to do it. That's where it's at. And when she was listening to this class, she thought of me. And she said, Lola, you are the brand. You don't need anything. You don't have any you are the product. Do it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to hear the sound of my voice. And then what if I don't look cute? I gain No, just go. It's never going to be a right time. The time is now. So yeah, thanks to her, I got up one day, started making the little reels. I didn't put the ingredients that I was doing, but I was just trying to get myself comfortable. And then once I started getting the response, and then I got your response, I'm like, whoa, and people private messaging me, asking me for recipes or how to, I'm like, yeah, then maybe I am, we are so in our heads. But then you get those people that tell you go. But then now you're not going to always get someone that's going to tell you to go. People are busy. So now I got to make myself go. I got to wake up and say, get the fuck up. Because your friend's not going to tell you how cool you are every fucking day. They're busy. So get up.
And you're cooking yourself. You're shooting the video yourself. Are you editing the video yourself?
Yes.
It's a lot.
Everything. And then I wait for the time. So there's another, the hard thing about that is I'm a full-time mom. I am a stay-at-home mother that drives 3 girls in and out of school, sports, after-school projects, their playtime with their friends. So in between that, I have to find the lighting. And I don't have lighting. I don't have lights. I don't have equipment. It's just my phone and that big window where I have to time it at the right time. So that's all I have. And yeah, my content is slow, but I'm gonna get there. Like, I'm not gonna stop.
Have you obviously you just named several challenges, but how do you persevere? How do you push yourself? How do you motivate yourself? Because as you mentioned, the people that were your cheerleaders, they got shit they're doing. Yeah. So how do you push yourself?
I keep watching my videos. Is that weird?
No.
I keep watching them and I see the views, and I'll even read back at the private messages, and that motivates me, just reading back. And I have to talk myself out of things a lot. You have to be your own best friend at the end of the day. And a little sip of wine doesn't hurt. You get a little liquid courage and you're like, let's go. It's time.
You know what you could do? Just an idea.
Yeah, of course.
You can do like a Wine Wednesday, right? Where you go live and you cook that night's dinner on a Wednesday. Right? Cook with me, whatever. You know what I mean? There's so much content that you can do with this.
Yeah.
And you have support. You have support. I'm even willing to help. I can edit. I can do some things.
I love you.
You know what I mean? I got you.
Yes.
Just because I want you to succeed, and I know where this can go. Why? Because my family consumes this content. You know what I mean? One of the channels that we follow on YouTube is Claudia. Claudia, she has a big, little YouTube channel.
Okay.
Right? And she does a lot of cooking. And that's why I'm like, if I'm consuming this and I don't even know this person,
right?
Why wouldn't I consume the content of somebody I know?
Right. Well, do I appeal to you? That's also another thing. I'm not for everybody. You're not
supposed to be.
I don't have a target audience either. I'm definitely not for children, but I don't know my target audience, but I know that I love to cook. I love food. And I want anyone that's okay with me swearing and all that, just come in here, So, yeah.
I think the common person, when we talk about target, there's a lot of marketing school, a lot of marketing books. You got to find your target audience.
Exactly. That's what I've been hearing a lot. So I'm like,
but at the same time, everybody eats.
Exactly.
So who do you target?
That's what I love about food.
And you don't just do one. You're not just doing a whole bunch of Mexican dishes. You're doing everything.
Yeah.
You're doing what you love, what your family loves, right?
Yes.
And I think that's where the appeal comes from. And this is a story that I feel like you can tell through your cooking or just through your social media. You're a wife, a mother. You have a schedule just like everybody else. You have a busy time with just like anybody else. But I can also make these nice dishes for my family too.
Right.
And this is where the appeal comes from. This is where the attraction comes from, is that if she can make a really cool dish for her family, what's my excuse? I can make a cool dish. I can make a nice, even down to targeting certain days. This is the perfect dish for a date night.
Yeah.
This is the perfect dish for a late night. This is a perfect dish for that quick lunch for your kids.
Yeah. When you want to be a piece of shit, grab a box and I'll tell you how to put a little sazon in it. I'm not snooty about food either. There's people that don't like things in a can or boxed. Not me. I grew up with Hamburger Helper as well, and other things. I'm not obviously we won't do Hamburger Helper, but you know what I mean.
Let me see how trash you are. Did you ever pick up the tuna helper box?
I did.
Oh
yes.
Oh,
it was amazing. Of course we did.
Shake and bake, a little shake and bake.
Not shake and bake.
No,
but tuna helper.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna teach that, but I'm also not snooty to just. You can't do garlic pepper. No, just pure garlic. There's sometimes where we're in a rush and we got shit to do.
Yeah.
Do it. Get that can and throw it in that pan.
You know what you could also do? Just a thought is you can even like get fun with it, right? Get like a spinning wheel and put people's names that donate like $5, right? And if I donate $5, I get to put a random dish on the wheel, right? Yeah. Where it's like, I put something random like Doritos and pineapple, and you have to make something with Doritos and pineapple.
Who has to eat it, me or my husband? No,
we can give it to Kevin.
We can give it to Kevin.
But you can make something really good with that. Like just get creative.
Oh yes, I can. My husband always said I could make nothing out of something.
Exactly.
So we're making Dorito nachos with pineapple, honey. That's what we're doing. Yes.
Nick can go good together too, because it's sweet, and I know you'll make it spicy. So.
I love sweet and salty. It's my favorite.
I think a lot of people do.
Oh, I don't see it enough in person. I don't. I feel like I'm the nastiest eater. Yeah. I just see people eating very, their food's not touching. And so I need my foodies. I need a community of foodies where we're just really dirty.
What's your community called?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know.
You know how Rihanna has the Navy, Nicki Minaj has the Barbs, Beyonce has the Beehive.
Huh.
What's Lola Ray?
No, I feel like I'm copying. I was going to say foodies with the booty, but if you have a booty, come on in and eat with me.
Lola Ray, what's your group? What's your troop called? What are we called?
Ooh, I don't know. Give me one.
I don't know. We'll have to maybe ponder it.
Yeah, let's ponder it and get back to that.
Because you're really fresh into this too.
I am.
You haven't been doing it very long.
I love social media and I scroll and I get trapped for like 3 hours on it, but that doesn't mean I can self-brand and I'm a baby right now. But it's fun. Yeah. I said, what's one thing if I had $1 million, if I was rich, what's one thing I will still keep doing till the day I die? I would cook. I would never pay someone to cook for me.
Really?
Never, ever, ever. I mean, one here and there if I want to like a little holiday night or something. But to be honest, no, that's my heaven, my kitchen, and I don't see myself not doing it. So that's why I started doing this too, because I said it's not going to feel like a job.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
Keep it fun. It changes when you turn it into content.
Right.
It does. It when you have to set up the lights, when you have to set up the camera, when you have to plan out your editing, when you have to plan out your dish that you're going to be cooking and how you're going to convey this story, it does become a lot. So when you say that you're having fun, don't lose that fun.
Yeah.
And as soon as you're like, as soon as you have that second thought of, do I want to set up this tripod? Do I want to set up this camera? Like really go back to the day one on what you want to do, right? Go back to that feeling of like what you really want to accomplish off of this, right? Because your family could eat off of this.
Yeah.
Like you could create something to where you're getting people sending you ingredients. You're getting sponsors to set up your kitchen. You're getting, there's a lot of things that can happen in this space.
Like free hot sauce. Send me hot sauce. That's my dream. My goal is to get free hot sauce.
Well, have you tapped in with the local community? Is there a local hot sauce that you like?
No. There's a lot of hot sauces, but right now off the bat, I can't think of one that's local.
Firebird is amazing.
Firebird
That's is local, and I think you can get it at like Harmon's or something.
Oh, I love
there's that. Have you went to the local? Have you went to the farmers market?
It's been a while.
You need to
before
go.
COVID. See, I need to start networking and
get out to the farmers market because
yes.
that's ingredients right there. If you go to this is a whole, you could do a vlog, right?
Yeah.
Me and Kevin go to the farmers market, right? You guys go to what?
You would go to the farmers market with my husband? Don't I have to do that?
You.
Oh, I thought you said me and Kevin.
Well, I'm thinking on your perspective.
Oh, Kevin, I can't send the boys. Sorry. Wow. Snoop Dogg. Been a little too
So
much.
you and your husband, you go down to the farmer's market, right? You take your camera and you just do just short clips. Oh, look, there's a tomato stand.
Yeah.
Well, can I cook it with tomatoes, man? I can make my own salsa. Oh, there's always salsa at these farmer markets.
Heck yes.
There's always, and they're local ingredients, local produce, everything, right? Local here. So what you do then, you collect all those ingredients, you go back home, you create a video, then you tag them in it.
Yes.
And now they're like, yo, you used our stuff. How about you use our stuff in the next video? We'll send it to you.
I wonder if Chili Beak. So there's a chili oil called Chili Beak, and they featured me on their Insta stories because I used them, and you can get them at Harmon's. I wonder if they're local. Are they local?
Check.
But anyways, Zatarain's put me on theirs too when I made the pork belly tacos.
What?
Yeah.
The rice company?
Yeah, the rice company. Yeah, I was like, wow, this is so cool. They really look into that. I thought they really didn't.
Let's see. I'm gonna test your age right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if you can finish this. Rice Aroni, the.
Oh no, I don't know it.
You don't know the jingle?
No. Rice-A-Roni. I mean, I know what Rice-A-Roni is, but I don't know the jingle.
The San Francisco treat.
No, see? No. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
You're around my age.
I'm 33.
I'm 34. So how do
You
you
should
know
know
the jingle
that.
to Rice-A-Roni? Because I was watching Sailor Moon and Rugrats. You're watching Maury and
Maury?
you're watching Maury and Judge Judy while I was
Jerry
over
Springer,
here.
right?
Jerry Springer. Well, I was watching little innocent baby things.
Yeah, no, Dad wasn't around. So
No.
I was watching whatever.
No, talking to my husband, we're around the same age, and he's like, "What's Sailor Moon? What's Bananas in Pajamas?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, I grew up quick, girl. Like, I knew some rated R stuff at your age. I was so innocent."
I remember Bananas in Pajamas.
Yeah, I was, but he didn't know any of that. He's from the streets.
the hard streets of Louisiana.
Yeah.
What city, like, specifically?
Morero.
Was that by, like, Baton Rouge, or where's that from?
No, it's like right behind New Orleans. Like 5-10 minute drive from New Orleans. It's like the dirty South.
See, and that's another thing you can do is you can take ingredients when you go out to your family, right? Go to a local like mom and pop shop and get some ingredients. Have you went to Pyredo's?
No.
You don't go to Pyredo's?
No, what's that? Stay home. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I'm about to change your life.
Yes, please.
There's this place called Pyredo's.
Okay.
And I want you to go check it out. It's a local spot. But Pyredo's is an import shop where they have food and candy from all over the world. Germany, Japan, everywhere. They have a section for cheeses and meats and sausages. They have a whole hot sauce wall.
Ooh.
Hot sauce.
Say no more.
All over the world.
In fact, when do they close?
Pyredo's
close right now.
They probably close at like 8 or something. Go check it out. It's in Draper, I want to say.
Oh, that's far. Okay, that's cool.
It's not far. Come on.
You know when you pass those little mountains right there after Bountiful, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
But considering, right?
No, that's cool. I'm gonna check it out.
Check it out. I'll send it like the information and whatnot. It's really cool. They have like specialty things too, like Easter. They had the butter that was shaped like a Easter bunny.
Wow.
They have like, especially during like Halloween, they have specialized candies for Halloween. It's really cool.
How big is this store?
So that's the thing. The store's tiny.
What?
The store's tiny. But, well, it's not tiny. They just have a lot of shit. It's like going to a hoarder's house.
Yeah, I'm not going. No, I'm kidding. I'm going.
You'll love it. They have a whole
it smell
pasta
crazy?
section. No, it don't smell crazy.
Wow.
It don't smell crazy.
That's cool. I love that.
I'm trying to give an example of what it would be like. It's almost like a thrift store if a thrift store was food.
Yeah, an international food. Yeah. thrift
Bingo.
store, yeah. That's cool. And I want it to smell funky. Those are like the best stores. You go into those stores and it smells crazy, and like that's where it's at. Right
There's no
there.
bodega cat though. That's the only thing they're missing. They're missing the bodega cat.
The bodega.
Yeah. And
bodega is more the Puerto Rican, Cuban.
Yeah.
See, that's what I want to learn. I know how to fry plantains and all that, but there's more. There's way more. I'm really interested in the bodega.
Cubano.
Yes.
The not Cubano sandwich.
Oh, yes, that. I've never tried one, but I've watched the chef. with John Leguizamo.
Oh yeah. The movie.
Yes, the movie, and he's making those cubanos.
So Tanisha, she's the chef at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. Shout out to a bar named Sue.
Hey.
She always makes, not always, but she makes these Cubano sandwiches so fire.
Word.
She gets busy.
A bar named Sue. When? Just all the time?
She, I don't know when she makes them, but like sometimes when I'm working, like, oh, we got the Cubano on special, and they know. I'm like, yo, Cubano, say less, let's go.
And I love a bar named Sue. They make the best Bloody Marys.
I'm not a Bloody Mary guy.
Oh, but they do. They do.
Do you like your Bloody Mary stacked to the top? Like you need the bacon, the olives, celery?
No. If you want to put in a celery, that's fine. I don't need that whole thing, but I do like it thick. Thick and spicy. I want my heart to hurt.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm a spicy bitch. Like, I have to eat spicy every day. Like, every time I eat something, I have to at least bite a pepper on the side. I'm crazy. I am. My husband makes fun of me because when I make sandwiches in the summer, the regular American mayo, cheese, ham, I put in the pickled jalapenos and the carrots.
Oh.
And he's like, you don't want to taste your sandwich? I'm like, no, I want the spice. Yeah, he makes fun of me.
That's such a cool dynamic that you guys have.
Yeah, it's fun because there's times where he'll eat just like us, and my family gives him like that, the head nod of approval. Like, yeah.
Wow, he's sweating already. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he does it because he wants to be approved by the family. He says he's got it. He's like, I'm a Louisiana guy. I'm Cajun. I'm like, no, I think you just want them to love you.
That's how I feel when I go to my father-in-law's, because my father-in-law is very much metal, works in his auto body shop, never wears a shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Drinks Coors Light. And so I was like, damn, Coors Light. Fuck, all right.
It's next to Natural Light.
Yeah, exactly. It's next to Keystone. It's next to Dasani.
To Bush.
He's like, you want a beer? I'm like, yeah. I'm shaking.
Oh my god.
That's how, but I want to show him that I'm no bitch, right?
Exactly.
Like, yo, your son-in-law is no bitch, and I will drink whatever you drink.
Yeah. And the more you do that, the more they love you.
Yeah, I think he loves me.
Yeah.
I think so. I hope so.
I'm sure he does. You're a lovable person.
Yeah,
you got this.
I think I changed her family's mind on a lot of things.
Right?
I think so, because she's a white girl from Ogden, country music.
Ooh.
Hike, mountains and,
Yes.
deer. She grew up with like deer heads on her, whatnot. And so here I am, just a, kid from the concrete jungle, like, city life. I speak a certain way. I don't change the way I speak. And so I think that's something that her family appreciated. Her grandma loves me to the point where she tried to kiss me in the mouth and stuff.
Oh, that's definitely the seal of approval right there.
Like,
we start making out with you.
Yeah, grandma trying to fuck.
I love that. No, that's great. And if you just show respect, you don't have to necessarily bring that into your home with your wife, the culture. But if you go and show them that you're down for it, that's all you need to do. I've had friends that brought in their Mexican boyfriends over, kind of sometimes the white guys, and they act scared. And we can smell that. We can see it. And just come in.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard, but we don't bite a little.
Only tias bite.
Yes, I'm a tia. I am now a tia, and I bite. But if you show me that you're really down and you're not going to eye roll when a song comes on and complain, you're family now.
I love that.
I've had so many Asian friends, Koreans, Laos. That's all you got to do. Show the women, the older women, the tias, that you're down, you're in. That's all you got to do. Get with the tias.
Your life is Fools Rush In.
Yes. I love Fools Rush In. I hope they come up with another movie.
They should.
Yeah.
Who was it? Penelope Cruz and what was the other dude's name from Friends?
Oh shit! Not me thinking.
Matthew.
Not me thinking. You said the one with Chris Tucker and
Rush Hour.
Not me thinking. You said Rush Hour. I'm like, yeah, I'm down with the Asians. I love Rush Hour. I do. Please come out with number 4. Please come out with number 4.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Okay, Fool's Russian. There you go.
You never seen it?
Yes, with Selma Hayek and Matthew Perry.
Okay. You
Hello.
have seen it.
Wow. Here you go. Snoop Dogg, stop.
Shit.
Hey, Dre, would you calm down for a moment and just let me talk? Just at this point, you're just rambling, all right? What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Will Wonder, and I have a podcast called The Will Wonder Pod. I know, super original name, but I promise you'll love it. We talk sports, we talk music, and generally have some really interesting interviews with people that are doing some really cool things. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your podcast. Once again, that is The Will Wonder Pod. All right, Dre, go on about your business, whatever the fuck you were talking about.
What?
What?
What is that noise? So, yeah, let's not mess up the hair. All right, so pull that down. This is Tetris with the headphones right now.
Okay.
YouTube gang, you are seeing something hilarious right now. She's trying to figure out the headphones. There you go, right there. There you
right.
go. She's not a DJ, guys.
Not yet, but I will be one day. Okay, go.
385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. Lola Ray, tell me what noise this is. What is that noise?
Wasn't this the noise from yesterday?
No, this is a completely new noise.
Can I ask for one more?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, guys. That sounds like a tape getting cut off at the end. I was like, shh.
Is that what you want to lock in? 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. This is for 50 bones, $50. Here's the noise one more time.
Do I get a clue?
No clues.
Oh my gosh, someone's spanking somebody? Like,
Could be.
no. Is it a knife going through a board?
You are a chef.
Sounds very, long. It's like it's on something and it's just dragging. So, okay, I'm doing the tape.
You're locking in tape?
Yeah, it's fine. Let's do it.
One more time, the noise.
Oh, it's not the tape then.
I'm not saying it is or it's not.
It's a tape.
It's a tape.
It's the school tape, that clear tape.
That's what you want to lock
Oh,
in?
yes. Yes. Oh, there's nothing. Okay, nothing. No guess. I can't call a friend.
You can't call a friend? No.
Oh, I can't call my dad.
This.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it sounds
Okay,
like
that's
a
what we're
tape.
locking in?
Yeah, let's lock in. Yeah, it's fine.
You are correct.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
You just won $50. Here you go. This is the.
You're lying.
Yeah, take a look.
I knew it. Why did you do that to me? Why did you make me feel like it wasn't it?
I had to get my
You know
Ryan
what?
Seacrest on.
I'm leaving.
I had to get my Ryan
See you
Seacrest
later,
on.
everybody.
You remember
Thought we were
American
friends.
Remember American Idol when he would do that?
Yes. Is that your final answer? Like, it's just come on.
Tell us.
And then he's like, and the answer is we'll get back after these commercials. I'm like, damn it.
If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us, 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
So, Questions is powered by the good folks over at Fierce Fighting Championship, number 25, live at the Maverick Center, Friday, April 21st. Doors open at 5 p.m. Fights start at 6 p.m. Main event is Jerome Hatch and Eric Weiland. That's a light heavyweight title fight. Get your tickets right now at fiercefightingchampionship.com. And if you can't make it, there is the pay-per-view available on their website. Now, first question came in from DJ Will Wonder. So this was supposed to be read on Isolation 20 podcast. There was a long story with me missing the notes, so it's going to be read on this one.
Okay.
If you were a pro wrestler, what would your gimmick be? Are you into wrestling at all? Do you know any wrestlers?
China.
Oh, okay.
China and China. Yeah, she was my girl. I thought she was so sexy and big.
Yeah. She was big.
Oh, she was big.
She's beautiful too.
Oh, yes. What would be my...
You know what a gimmick is?
Kind of like I will slam you down so fucking hard.
Yeah, okay.
Can I say that? Sorry.
So China, what was China's gimmick? So China was the 9th wonder of the world. She was just the bigger than life woman, the world's strongest woman. She was very dominant.
I don't know what her gimmick was, but yeah, she was a big woman.
So like the Rock was very much flashy.
Yeah.
Rocky Maivia. He always had the
Can
Versace
you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Boom, she knows her wrestling.
Yes, hello.
So I think a gimmick of yours could be your cooking. I don't know. Maybe your outfit is like an apron kind of thing or something, and you come out and beat people with a whisk.
I honestly would just be wife with a knife, and I'd come out, with an apron and with the weird Chucky knife that like floods blood, and yeah.
In the hardcore matches, you're stabbing people.
I guess I don't think that's legal on there. You can't use tools, but yeah, I'd come out. That would be my thing, my intro.
Okay.
And what about you?
So my gimmick, I think my gimmick would be, I think I have to be the nice guy. I'm not a villain. You know what I mean? I think I'd be the nice guy.
That's really nice.
I don't know.
What would you come out with? Happy faces, like Walmart happy faces. Ooh, hey.
I think I would be similar to like a Mankind. Are you familiar with Mankind? Remember Mankind? So
No.
Mankind at one point was a tag team partner of The Rock. I think it'd be something like that. And his gimmick was have a nice day, right?
Oh.
So I think that would be kind of me, kind of sadistic, but kind of like your buddy too. So I think that would kind of be my gimmick. Something along the lines of what Mankind was.
Really into wrestling, huh?
For all my, yeah, of course. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm a product of the 80s.
I told you I was watching Sailor Moon at the time when you guys were doing all this guy stuff.
Have you seen
Barney? Yes.
I was a Barney guy too.
I watched Barney till the day I was like 12.
Whoa, come on.
Oh,
now.
yes. Oh, yes.
Don't admit that.
Oh, I will. I will admit a lot of things right now. Snoop Dogg.
I was doing a lot of other things at 12.
I know. Boys are crazy.
I was pulling home invasions.
The things my husband was telling me he was doing in New Orleans. I'm like, at 12, at 5 years old, sir.
It's crazy. Okay. Thank you for that question, Wonder. We got another question from him coming up later. See me in Glendale. Are you a ice cream or popsicle guy or gal?
I would say ice cream. And guess what? Now there's a trend that you can put chili oil on your ice cream. Yes.
What?
Yeah, if you look it up, go on TikTok, look up chili oil on ice cream.
Have you done it?
No, but I'm going to, and that's going to be one of my next videos.
Ooh, okay.
But it's a thing. But that's my thing. What about you?
I'm still trying to get over the chili oil on ice cream.
Yes.
I'm not a fan. I guess I can't say I'm not a fan, but the pistachio ice cream and all this other wild stuff. Like I seen sardine ice cream, which sardine ice cream might actually be good because it's salty, right?
Yes. A little. Oof.
It might be good.
I'm salivating.
Definitely an ice cream guy. I've never been a popsicle guy. The only real popsicles I liked growing up was off of the ice cream van or whatever, the ice cream truck, was like the Sonic ones or like the Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson ones that were also kind of like creamsicle kind
They
of
were
things.
technically ice cream.
Yeah.
The popsicles it's literally ice with fruit flavor, like fruit coloring on it. That's it.
But shaved ice.
Oh, if you go to Mexico, they do the shaved ice, but from the bottom to the middle to the top, like they just fill that baby. It's just so flavorful. Have you ever been to Mexico?
Never.
Go.
I would love to go,
Oh, go.
but I also see all these tourists getting picked up.
I know, but you'll be fine.
That's what they told them.
You'll be okay. Take some Spanish-speaking friends. That's
What-
what I recommend.
What city did you grow up in?
I did not grow up in Mexico, but my parents are from Acapulco.
Oh.
Acapulco. And when my mom was pregnant with me, she had me in California.
Oh, okay.
Then she brought me back afterwards. I was in Acapulco up till pre-K. It didn't go so well. It was getting a little dangerous. And so she heard about nice little Mormon Utah and decided to bring us back here.
Did they convert her? Was she?
Hell no.
No? Okay.
No, but my mom always respected the Mormon religion. We always did. They kept the community clean. You know, you run into your bad Mormons, right? but you also run into other bad people. But for the most part, I feel like Mormons kept this state pretty nice.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue.
Did did she have family here? What was
we had an uncle that said, you got to go to Utah. That's where the construction, it's a growing economy. Go. And my dad did not know one thing about concrete. They just said there's jobs there. Get it. And when my dad came here, he said he pretended like he knew what he was doing. And he picked it up. He picked up concrete since 1992. And we've survived since then.
Your uncle was not wrong.
No.
This is a booming city.
Booming. And my dad now has his own company.
That's
in
beautiful.
Construction. So thank you for that. And there's been hard nights where he came home just hurting, and now he's the boss. He doesn't have to hurt anymore.
I would love to hear that first conversation after his first day with your mom. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but
No, I don't want to speak for them, but I know it was hard.
Yeah.
He had to come here for a year. My dad slept in a parking bench at Liberty Park for about a month. Went to the homeless shelter right there where that Gateway Mall is. And that's how he lived until he saved enough money to get us over here.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, they're the American dream.
Dang. So what did he do with his tools and shit? He would just sleep with them?
No, he would work for a company called Geneva Rock.
Okay, yeah.
So he didn't have tools.
Gotcha.
He just worked for a company. But gradually later in life, once I got older, he probably build up enough credit to get a loan and get but before that he didn't have nothing. He just worked for companies, but he suffered a lot.
That's crazy.
Anyways, we're going off topic with this question.
I know,
I'm
but
sorry, we're going deep.
No, it's beautiful though.
It is beautiful. When I sit with them, I just want to cry because I just see how much they suffered, and I didn't see that as a little kid.
Yeah.
I remember my dad would say, hey, wake up, we're gonna go get tacos. We'd be like, wow, we're gonna go get food, we're gonna get to eat outside. He would take us to those auto shops that were trying to market their,
tamales,
their shop. No, when people get the free hot dog stands for their business, my dad would take us there thinking he was taking us out to eat, but that's how broke we were.
Oh, gotcha.
They would even take us to Costco when there was the free food, the samples.
Yeah.
They wouldn't tell us. They made us feel like we were getting taken out. That's how broke we were. They were hiding that from us, but we thought they were whining and dining.
Yeah.
We were so rich.
Do you do anything like that for your kids now?
No, because they don't know because my parents don't let them know that.
But is there an equivalent to?
When my parents aren't around, hell yeah.
So like my son, I want to go to Disneyland. Well, guess what, man? We're going to Lagoon.
Yes, there we go. I do that. Or I'm like, Nickelcade, when Nickelcade was a thing. I'm like, Nickelcade is, and their kids. But with my parents, it's so cool because they don't know that with my parents. But with me, yes, of course.
Yeah.
But anyways.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, we got too deep.
No, I like it. Okay, so Simi, thank you for your question. It's ice cream all day. Ice cream over popsicles.
Yes.
Okay, Jackie in Denver, Colorado. Do you ever wish you could go back in time? If so, what era?
I would go back in time. I would say 5 years ago. What's that? And I would have started this page sooner then. Because I met a friend through a friend named JC Frias. He's an interior designer. He also owns 2 Airbnbs in McAllen, Texas. We shot a How to Make a Molcajete YouTube. He still has it up right now. And after that, it was his way of telling me, go, let's go. And I didn't. Like, I look fat. I just had a baby. I wish I would have started right there. So
I like that.
what about you?
So I would go back to the early 2000s. I would go to like 2000, 2001. I feel like that era was a lot of fun in my life. That 97 to like 2002 time. My dad had a great job. He was just, He was making good money. He was just in a good mood. Everything was just up. It was just up. I got my first 10-speed bike that year. It was just fun, and I feel like music and worries of wasn't there. Like I was a kid in junior high, going into high school, and
You weren't paying bills?
weren't paying bills. I was with my friends, running the streets, having fun. And I feel like if I can go back to the era, knowing what I know now, like, man, I would be able to do so much. Like, I would be able to create so much. Because this is before social media, so I would be prepared for social media. So I think I would go back to that era if I was able to know what I know now.
But you didn't know you had social media back then.
There wasn't no social media.
But if you knew that, you went back.
So if I knew what I knew now, knowing that in 2005 there's going to be this wave of social media, I'm going to have content.
How would you start with what back then? What did we have? Was it MySpace, right?
No, there was nothing. There was nothing. It was magazines.
Oh shit.
It was magazines. It was Source Magazine, People, 16. These were the major things and media outlets, right? But I feel like I would have created shows, right? A lot of the things now is all documentaries.
Yep.
So think about it, all the events, right? I don't know. I think there's some burdens with that too, right? Because 9/11's coming. 9/11's right around the corner.
Yeah, and we know we're gonna date really shitty people.
Exactly, right?
I don't want to know. Do you want to know?
Yeah, because I think you can alter it a little bit. I don't know.
Like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen that movie?
No, but I heard if you just touch a damn butterfly, it can get worse than what it really is. And I don't know if I want to fuck with that.
It's true. I would also like to know what it was like in the 70s. Disco, Daisy era.
Lord, that'd be nice. Like the Playboy era.
Yeah.
I've been really into the Playboy bunny, Holly Madison and Bridget Marquardt. You know, the former Playboys from the Girls Next Door.
Yeah.
Been really into that.
Allison? Wasn't one of them named Allison? The three
it was
girls.
Kendra, Bridget,
that's
and
what I'm thinking
Holly.
of. Yeah.
They don't talk to Kendra anymore, but I've been really into that podcast. It's called The Girls Next Level.
They got a podcast?
Yes, and they talk about what went on for real, and they'll go through the shows, and afterwards they'll review it and
Really?
tell you, it's pretty nice.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Because the Playboy was huge. The mansion, you would hear about. I mean, I come from a hip hop culture, so you always hear about the rappers and not Guala. What's it called? The hot tub underneath the waterfall. Gorilla. What's it called? Gala? Nah. What's that thing called?
I was like the Bellagio.
No. Guava? No.
I should
Guado.
know this. The Guado.
No.
You guys, seriously. I can't believe I listened to that podcast.
Grotto.
I don't know.
Isn't
The Grotto.
Something like that. But you always hear about these stories. You always see, remember Cribs? Remember when they did the Playboy Mansion, the Cribs, with the big ass bed?
Of course.
And then Shorty had to have the stairs for her little puppy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't all glitz and glamour, it wasn't that. So they exposed a lot of that from the Playboy era. But at the same time, they are grateful. So there's like a love and hate. It kind of sucks. Like that's got to mess up with their head a lot.
Yeah. And mental health wasn't a big thing back then.
You couldn't talk about shit.
Mm-mm.
No. And you were like creme de la creme if you even walked in there, but they were just so unhappy people. A lot of sexual harassment went on in there.
I bet.
Mental abuse, and it was nothing what they made it out to be.
All the girls in junior high had the Playboy bunny tan line.
Yes, I didn't, but the friends that got it, I'm like, damn, girl, you're down.
It was on the little hip.
The hip.
So when they wore the little low-ride jeans, you seen it?
The skirts that were like as small as a belt, remember? The sunshine. I always call it the sunshine era.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the little flip song? That sunshine?
Yep.
I always think of that for some reason. You know that song that brings you back to that era? That's me.
It was always Spice Girls for me. Anytime I hear Spice Girls, I think about that era.
The early 2000s?
Yeah.
No. Really?
Yeah, like,
okay.
Well, like the late 90s, right? That was going into it, where they had the big platforms. All the girls wore the chokers.
I feel like that was more like to the window, to the wall.
Was it really?
Era. I feel like Spice Girls is more like early 90s, bananas in pajamas.
Well, when When was Clueless?
Clueless was early 90s.
Then
Definitely
that's it. Because she was
Bananas and
wearing
Pajamas.
the low skirt, the little plaid skirt.
But the Playboy tan lines.
No, you're right.
That was definitely early 2000 with the
Baby fat.
the bedazzled hats, the baby hat. Oh yes, that was Little John era, I think. Gosh, we're so old.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. We keep going off on these questions. We get too deep.
Jackie, thank you. All right, next question. Last question. This is from DJ Will Wonder from Utah, West Jordan. F, Mary, kill. So this one was for me. F, Mary, kill. Host Beefy, Angel Severa, or G Poppy Funk. These are all friends of mine.
Okay.
So this is what's funny.
I'm like, TP.
Yeah.
TP. This is my time.
Okay, so F, Mary, kill for me. I think I would F G Poppy Funk. He's a beautiful human being.
Okay.
He's a Mexican.
A guy.
Nice hair. He's a nice goatee.
You would F him. Okay.
I would F him. Handsome dude.
Is he tall?
He is not tall. I mean, he's average, right? Like 5'10".
That's hot.
Mary. I would have to marry Host Beefy. Because Host Beefy is very considerate. He goes to workouts with me.
Okay.
He gives me recipes.
Okay.
You know, he's a very...
How does his house look?
It's tidy.
Okay.
Tidy. He has a
So
dog.
I'm not marrying someone that's dirty.
No, he's tidy. He's very much supports me in my career. You know, he has a dog.
Yeah,
he
he's
goes on walks.
Wifey material right
Yeah,
there.
definitely. Okay, so Host Beefy definitely will marry you, which means I would have to kill Angel Severa.
Ooh, sorry, Angel.
Angel's a drummer, so
R.I.P. Oh, we don't need drummers. There's too many drummers already. We don't need that. But is he hot?
drummers are scumbags, right?
My husband's a drummer, so I can't.
Damn it, Kevin!
You know what? Yeah, he can R.I.P. too.
Damn.
We will kill Kevin along the way. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you're F, Mary, kill. So I created this one for you.
Okay.
Okay. F, Mary, kill. Martha Stewart, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion.
Ooh. I would marry Marcia. Who's the first one?
So F. So who you F'ing?
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion. She's freaky, and I like when she takes out her tongue and the way she twerks. And she's kind of classy also at the same time. I feel like I'd have a good time with her in the bedroom. I would marry Martha Stewart. We wouldn't have a really great marriage because I heard she's kind of a bitch. But she keeps I like a clean, tidy home.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic. I love a very image vibe.
Plus, she's a thug too.
And she's friends with Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg would be coming to the carne asadas. Theo Snoop to my kids. And then I would kill Cardi B. Damn. I don't want to, but there's nothing she can give me that Megan Thee Stallion can't give me. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Is that bad?
No, F, Mary, kill. You put a perfect bow on it. Man, you know what sounds really good? Just some chips and salsa.
You want the best salsa ever? Get yourself some Sauce Up Salsa at sauceupsalsa.com. Fresh fire roasted salsa, fresh ingredients, fresh produce made just for you.
Hey Alexa, can you show me a new barber?
Don't worry, I got you.
Boogie Down Barbershop in Taylorsville is now open. Anything from gentleman's cuts, taper, fade, or if you want to treat yourself to a nice hot towel shave, Boogie Down Barbershop has you covered. Cuts for men and kids. Book your appointment today at boogiedownbarbershop.com.
I'm a player, man. I'm a pimp, and I don't have to deal with. You got your shirt on backwards, player. Players, fuck up.
P or not P? That is the question.
All right, P or not P? I'm gonna ask you some questions. So back in the day, in our day, it was keep it player. Like that's a player move, right? But now the kids are saying push and P, right? Push and P, it's a thing. So I'm gonna give you these scenarios, and you have to tell me if it's P or not P.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we gonna R. Kelly this or not R. Kelly this? That's what I thought of. Am I really gonna pee on it?
Remember with Dave Chappelle? When you get that pee.
Yes, that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, we're gonna pee on things.
No. Okay, first one. Mail-in dinners. You know, like the Hello Fresh.
I would say pee on it. R. Kelly that thing so hard to bring it home. Yes.
Okay. Mail-in dinners are. Have you done it before?
Yes, my good friends that live right up the street, they are single men, 4 of them living in one house. and they got shit to do. So they had me over one time and gave me what's that called? The Fresh?
HelloFresh.
It was amazing.
Do you do commission? Like if those three guys, if a family or something is like, hey, we want the wife with a knife's dishes, will you take like whatever the dish is, if I paid you, would you cook dinner for us? And
I would.
cater?
I have for them before.
Okay.
Yes, I would definitely do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next one. Wearing your spouse's clothes.
Only after sex.
You put on clothes after sex?
Yeah, like that's it.
I'm like, yo, where's my boxers at?
Yeah, well, I mean, why else would I wear them? Well, I've heard of boyfriend jeans.
Yeah.
All that, but I that's not my style.
Do you still Kevin's hoodies?
No.
Okay.
No, he's like an extra large. My tiny ass. No.
That's it? I thought he was bigger than that.
Oh no, he's like 6'1", extra large size, and putting them on me, they would just hit the floor.
You're tiny.
Yeah, I'm tiny, so that doesn't work. So I don't wear his clothes.
Gotcha.
And they stink. Men stink.
All right. Yes, we do. Not dancing at the party.
You better motherfucking dance at that party.
You gotta let loose, right?
Have to let loose. That shows people that you're welcoming and easy to talk to. I feel, you have that bitch face, but once you start dancing, they're like, okay, let's go talk to this person, make some friends.
Does Kevin know how to dance bachata?
Hell no. When he's drinking, he knows how to dance. He knows how to vodka dance.
Okay.
Tequila dance. And it's great. It's fun. And people love him because he's trying.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's always me.
Gotcha.
How about you?
I'm a dancer. I'm usually behind the turntables, but if I'm at a party or a get together, even here in the studio, if there's a song that comes on Alexa, okay, she didn't go off. If there's a song that comes on, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I feel it. You know what I mean? But I'm very much musical. My dad was a DJ. We've always had music in the house from all genres. And so, yeah, if I move, it's for a reason.
What about your wife? What will she do?
She is not. My wife is very much self-conscious on everything. She won't even do this podcast.
Oh, we gotta get her out here.
She won't dance. She won't sing. She won't do anything.
We're married to the same people.
Yeah, exactly.
My husband's the same way. When I do my commentary on my videos, he'll hop in, but it's because I have to give him like 2-3 shots or bribe him with something. That's about it. But that's why we're married to them. We don't want to be with the same person.
Exactly.
I couldn't stand me that was married to me.
If I was married to another me, fuck.
I would have said run.
I'd have 7 more kids.
Yeah, 7 kids, and then I'd run.
Exactly.
We'd both run.
Okay, mailing letters.
I love that. P.
When's the last letter you sent?
Oh Lord. I want to say the last letter I sent was when the box office. Remember when you would get the VHS tapes, and when you would open them up, they would have these contest papers, and you got to write in and like a sweepstake.
That was the last time you
Yep,
wrote a letter.
it was Anastasia. You can get a free Anastasia. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
VHS. That was the last time I myself legit put something in.
You don't even do Christmas cards?
Hell no. They're going to throw them away. Do not. I'm sorry, but I will throw them away. I think they're pointless. They're going to stay in my fridge for maybe a month. And what am I going to do? Keep them for... I'm sorry.
Well, that's the point. That's the point. You don't...
For what?
You don't leave your Christmas decorations up year round.
No, but I just don't want to see your kids in your face all the time.
Damn.
I know you. I love you. And I see your social media. Why do I need to keep photos of... I think that's weird. I do not do Christmas
really surprises
cards.
me.
No, I know I'm kind of old school, but that just to me is a waste of money.
You're not old school, because old school would be like, I'm going to keep it.
I said kinda. But my daughter had her quinceañera. I did not send out personal invites, none of that. It was all social media and text messages because that damn party costs so much. I don't need to waste more on paper that I know you're going to throw away. Who's going to keep a picture of my daughter? Who?
Abuela or tia or...
That will go to them.
Best friend.
But the cousins and the friends, come on. I keep
my nephews.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
photos.
I'm just a bad...
And my niece's photos.
I'm a bad auntie then.
Yeah, because then you can look... Do you have a photo album?
No, I have a memory box. So I throw everything in there, but that's all my kids, for me, my immediate family, not for you and your babies that I rarely see.
Now, what happens if those kids grow up to be Megan Thee Stallion? And you're like, I remember when Megan's mom sent me.
Then I'll be like, hi, remember me? Your auntie that didn't love you.
That threw away all my Christmas cards.
Well, they don't know. They would never know I even got it. They were children. I'm sorry, but I just feel like it's a waste of space. I'm so bad.
I love it when my sister
forgive
send me
me.
a letter.
Okay, that's your sister. That's different. Immediate family, your sis. But when I start getting things from like the coworkers and my husband's like long distance second cousins, I really don't give a fuck. Sorry, I don't give a fuck. You just wasted like 99 cents on a picture that sorry guys.
Okay.
Just for real.
Okay.
It can't be the only one.
Letters are P depending. We'll put a asterisk.
P for pending.
Okay, spying on your kids. You got a teenager?
That's hard. Do you have a teenager?
I don't. My oldest is 9.
Oh, you're getting there. I don't. I try to give her as much privacy as possible, but I do pop in. I do scare her. I'll grab the door and, hey, what are you doing? Pop in and scare the fuck out of her. But I don't go through her stuff, but I do talk to her. Okay. I want to let her know I'm not dumb to sex, drugs, suicide at your age. You can come. I'm a safe place. I won't judge you. I won't tell anybody else. You can come to me and I will help you. But I don't like spying.
Yeah. So you're not like driving down. She said, I'm going to go down to the gateway, Mom. And you're not just like 10 paces behind her?
Well, that's what the location on the iPhone is for. I do have her location.
Okay.
She has a phone. I do have that app. Other than that, I don't go through her things unless I start seeing really suspicious stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I haven't. Thank God, I haven't gotten to that point yet. She's a good kid.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And what about you? You think you're gonna do it?
Maybe not spying. I'll let them know. Yo, I'm gonna pop in. I'm gonna know where you're at.
Right.
I know what's going on.
Right.
So you can't hide things.
Will you go through their phone?
I think if there's signs or if I notice things, I'm very present with my kids.
Yes.
So I think if I see signs, but I also want to ride this line of boundaries, right? Of me understanding my boundaries as he is a human too. And my baby girl, she's going to be she's going to go through her things too. But I also don't want to be in a position where I'm like, damn, I should have or I could have, right? Mm-hmm. It's a weird space being a parent. It's a very weird space, and it's a challenge that I feel like all of us just have to adapt with, right?
Yeah.
And who knows what's going to be when my kid's a teenager? Who knows what's going to be the next social media? What's going to be the next technology? Who knows what's going to happen? But the only thing I can say is I'll be present, whether if that's me hovering from a distance or just being like, yo, I'm noticing these things. What's going on?
And what if you do ask and they just push you away? Do you go further or do you pull back? What do you think?
I think,
hard part.
Yeah, you don't want to be too pushy, right?
No.
You don't want to push so hard that you push them away.
But you're too pushy. Whatever you do, you don't win.
Mm-hmm. It's tough being a parent.
It is.
I think I just got to make it to a certain age where my kids understand where I'm coming from. Because that's what it was for my pops, right? I used to think my dad was like just really hard on me. When I got to a certain age, I was like, nah, he's just looking out for me.
When did you realize that?
I think I was a little different because my best friend was murdered when I was 6 years old, 5-6 years old. Rosie Tapia. It was a big case in Glendale. She got abducted out of her room and killed and thrown in the Jordan River. Yeah. And ever since then, I was like, yo, if my best friend could get snatched up, I can get snatched up. So, when kids go through stores or Walmart, they run away from their parents or whatever. Nah, I was right next to my pops.
Wow.
Always next to my pops.
Yeah, I remember the big Sears on State Street?
Yep.
That's where we all lost our parents. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, bye, Mom. That's crazy. So, yeah, You learned very young.
Yeah, I learned
That's
young.
awesome.
And plus, my dad, when my mom and my dad broke up and they split, I knew from a young age that my dad, how much he was sacrificing. I knew that like this dude was, because I would see the hurt on his hands from construction. I would see him because he would work construction all day, and then at night he would work at a grocery store. I think it was called Kinko's at the time.
Ooh,
I
Kinko's.
think it's called Kinko's.
It was that printer store.
No. It wasn't called Kinko's. What was it called?
Food for Less.
No. It was in Portland. It was something. It was something like a Kinko's, but it wasn't that print store. It was a grocery store, and he would work there. You know what I mean? He'd get shopping carts and stuff like that. He would work at the grocery store. So by the time he gets home about 11, 12 at night, I hear him walk through the door. You know, I'm like, damn, I see his bag broke. You know, like he's in a tough spot. So it made me respect my dad a lot to where I didn't want to do anything to put more onto him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he told me.
He
was
would
like,
even tell you.
Yeah, he'd be like, man, this is, you know, it's a lot. It was a tough day, you know, like, you know, I don't need your shit, Dre. Like, I don't, he would call me Anj. Like, my close family call me Anj. Yeah. Like, I don't need your shit, Anj. Like, you need to get it together. Because when I'd get reports from school and shit, he's like, I don't want to come home from work. And if my dad had to take an early day from work, it was my ass. Yeah. Because he's missing out on money.
Yeah, we're not busting our ass so you can be a little piece of shit.
Exactly.
You know, this is what we're doing it for.
And I was the biggest piece of shit when I was in elementary, throwing desk at teachers and shit.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
To the teacher that, it was like a Dangerous Mind moment. You know, you seen that movie Dangerous Minds?
No, but go ahead.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, when she teaches, it's that song.
Dangerous Minds.
No, that song.
Gangster's Paradise.
Gangster's Paradise.
Yes,
I remember watching the music videos, and it was her teaching a ton of delinquents.
Yeah, exactly. I was that delinquent.
Oh,
Same
wow.
thing. 4th and 5th grade, I had a teacher. Her name's Miss Sarah Stevenson, DA Grout School in Portland, Oregon. And she knew that I was coming from a single father. She knew that I was coming from a home where it was, you know, it was not a broken home, but like a home where Pops wasn't always there. He was always there, but he wasn't there for like the daily stuff.
No, hamburger helper was there.
Exactly. So she was like, she would always pay close attention to me and stuff like that. And it was like, she was the mother figure in me. But it was to the point where I was like, I don't, like, stop. Like, I don't like you. Like, fuck you. Like, throwing desk at her, throwing pencils at her.
What?
Yeah, she never called there was only a couple times she called the principal, but other than that, I would have to sit in her class after school. And back in the day, they had phones inside the classroom. So she would call my dad, and my dad would talk to me over the phone in her classroom. And yeah, we'd have like conference right there in her classroom with my pops.
Wow, that's a bougie school, because back then we didn't have that here.
No phone in the class?
No, in Utah, I went to like 4 schools here in elementary. They didn't have that, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And your dad wasn't like, I'm going to kick your ass.
Oh, yeah, he beat my ass.
He's like, wait till you get home.
As soon as I heard that, wait until you get home.
Wait.
Just wait. I was like, damn, I take the long way home.
Yeah, the long way home.
I don't go through the alley. I went to the street.
And then you quench your butt cheeks when they hit you.
Oh, man.
Like, I'm ready. You just start quenching your muscles and
my dad's
ready.
He's a construction worker, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, my dad's 5'10", maybe 6 foot. And at the time, he's working construction, so he's diesel.
Those
muscles,
arms.
bang. And he looks like Snoop. It's weird. He looked like Snoop Dogg, right? He has a Snoop face. Yeah,
just
shout
like
out to Snoop. Yeah. Yeah, I get flashbacks of my pops right now beating my ass.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, exactly. My dad's like, smoke weed every day.
Come here. Put your hand down. Put your hand down.
Exactly. And but yeah, he would beat the shit out of me when those things happen.
Yeah.
Man, I'd get my ass whooped.
Because what are they doing this for?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think now. I'm like, damn, my mom did all that and my dad just for me to party on weekends. And you know, you think like, damn, they did not live the way we lived in their 30s.
Mm-hmm.
It was different.
Yeah.
We're so privileged. We're so spoiled. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm crying.
Ugh.
Okay, next one. Using your kids to get out of something.
Oh Lord, I do that all the time. Yeah. Yes. With my mom likes to have really nice things out. She's a very like Pinterest person, and when things break, I know she will never ever raise her voice at my kids. So I always say it was the child, and I have a little 4-year-old. So what the hell is that 4-year-old gonna say? You know?
But it was you.
It was me. But my mom's like, oh, it's okay. But if I said it, you know, if I told her it was me, she'd be like, you're so fucking clumsy. What's wrong with you? So sorry. Yes, I use my kids. What?
No, not really. Just because I feel like I'm a big believer in like whatever you put out in the universe will come. So if I'm like, oh, no, I can't go, my son's sick.
Oh, that whole thing, like fake a death and stuff. Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, no, I don't do it. I don't really blame I don't blame my kids for, well, other than like if I fart or something, like, little one.
Yeah, or
her diaper needs to be changed.
or break a dish. I don't think that's bad. Like break something in someone's home. I don't think that's kind of, I don't know.
In somebody else's home?
Like in my mom's home.
No, that's pretty bad.
Is it?
It's pretty
but
bad.
she's not. I'm not. Oh, anyways. But I would never do the sick death thing. Okay. That's bad juju. So.
Okay. All right. So it's pee, kind of.
I'm like, I'm gonna pee on it. I'm peeing. Sorry if I say I that's. Anyways, let's go.
Using your spouse's toothbrush.
Oh Lord, don't even get me started on that. Wow, I bet he's laughing. The moment we showered, I grabbed his toothbrush from that little medicine cabinet in the bathroom, and a little mirror, put it in the bathroom and started brushing with it, and he was so bothered by it. He's like, that's gross. I'm like, okay, we're swamping spit, we're doing the nasty. What's the problem? And I'd like to brush my teeth in the shower too.
Oh, that's disgusting.
What?
I know. I was like, I mean, I eat my girl's ass, but damn, like, I'm not touching her toothbrush.
But
I know. It doesn't make sense. I know.
One. We are when two become one.
I know. I
don't do it anymore, but I did it a lot.
He checked your ass up. Don't you grab my toothbrush, woman.
No, it wasn't even that. It was, I was noticing that his breath was stinking a lot. And I'm like, if your breath stinks a lot, then my breath stinks. So let's just do our own thing. But back then when you're in love, you're like, oh.
But it doesn't matter though, because you're still kissing him.
Right now?
Yeah.
It's not the same. Like he eats different stuff. And then he's in construction in the heat. So it's a lot different. But in the beginning, oh yes, I was a big believer in sharing a toothbrush, and he hated it. But after a while, we're like, all right, you know what? We have different habits.
Do you role play like the Dalai Lama? Suck my tongue?
Oh, gosh. No. Well,
you get the Dalai Lama?
Not with a child. Dear Lord.
You're like, Kevin, be a kid. Be a 7-year-old.
Be a 7-year-old Indian child
my
and
tongue.
Suck my tongue, Kevin. He would if I was. But I don't. The Dalai Lama isn't hot, so he can't get away with it. That was horrible. It was awful. By the way.
Awful.
And it sucks because you're in a public place, so where the parents not thinking it's time to go in there and grab our child.
Absolutely.
When do you do that with a public spiritual leader in a public place with cameras? Some people won't be like, "Where were the parents?" But what would you really do?
I'm not religious. I'm more spiritual, right? And so it's for me, it's like, yo, I'm pushing homeboy. At the very least, I'm snatching my kid up and pushing homeboy's forehead. Like, what are you doing?
At least that, yeah.
At the very least.
Or like right when he asked for that kiss, start walking over there. And just start taking him out a little.
Yeah.
If you're not good at confrontation, at least that. But
homeboy, I don't care who you are.
Like, what the hell? You
could be anybody. If you tell my kid to do that, any kid. I'm a father.
Yeah.
And I've been through very serious situations. There was this one situation, I've talked about it on the podcast, where my wife, we're in her for her checkup at her GYN, and a mom is being very abusive to her kid verbally, and it's stressful for the other mothers in the lobby, right? So I was like, I had a dilemma. I was like, do I just sit here and just mind my business, or do I get up and say something? Well, when I got up and said something, it's turned into a big thing, and it wasn't even my kid, but I was like, yo, this ain't okay. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I hope other parents would do that, right? Because dad and mom ain't gonna be there all the time. So when my son's on a field trip at the aquarium, I hope there's a parent out there that's like, yo, there's something fishy going on with
you see something,
this
say
chick
something.
over here.
Yeah. How bad did it get? Like physical?
No. They didn't. No, and it was awful on the office's part, because they should have did that. The receptionist should have said something and did something, but it didn't get physical. I mean, my wife wanted to get physical, but she was 8 months pregnant. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, you protect your kids. You protect kids even if they're not your own, but there's those parents like, mind your fucking business, and then they get crazy, and yeah, that's a hard.
Once we got back into the room, I told my wife, I said, I hope I didn't. Oh, what the hell? Siri just started talking to me. I told my wife, I said, I hope I didn't just make it worse for that kid when they got home.
I know that's also a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's hard. That is really hard. But with the Dalai Lama, that's totally different. Security, like, there was no one that was like, all right, sir, like tap him on the shoulder and said, hey, it's getting a little too far. Because it was from the time he asked him to kiss him to the sucking the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a space there where someone could have intervened and said, hey.
And the boy just asked for a hug.
Chill out.
Like,
yeah.
I just asked for a hug, Dalai Lama. I didn't ask for the smooch.
No.
I asked for the little sucky. I didn't ask for any of that.
No.
What are you doing?
He kept holding back. You can see his body language. That's when someone should have came in.
Oh.
And no one did.
My family would have stomped him out, his old ass out. He would have been done.
My husband would have sprouted wings.
Yeah. You don't mess with parents and their kids.
No, you don't.
All right, next one. We got just a few more left. So, you're sicko. You use your husband's toothbrush early in your relationship.
Back in the day.
Disgusting human being.
Maybe I will now.
You're going to just do it.
I'm going to do it just to.
Moving out of your parents' house, but still living next door.
I can relate because I live 10 minutes away from them. They got a house just like on the other side of the freeway from mine, which I love because I get to shop at their house.
There you go.
I don't shop at Costco. I don't shop at Sam's Club. I shop at my parents.
Yeah.
Come out with like bags of groceries. I love it.
Okay. I don't think I would love to, but my dad doesn't live in the best neighborhood either.
But is that the only reason? What if you guys lived in like the best neighborhood and all that, and could you still live next to your parent?
My dad knows boundaries. My dad's a homebody. Even if I lived right across the street, my dad would never come to my house.
And knock at 5 a.m. and be
never,
like, hey.
Never. But my dad, here's my dad. My dad would make sure that he's just a solid human being. He would take his shovel and he would shovel my driveway. He would do all that. Mow my lawn. He would do all that. He's retired, right? He would do all that. But at the same time, my stepmom would definitely be over. Like, hey, what's going on? I come out the living room. I'm like, what are you doing? You're sitting in my love seat. What are you doing? I'm sitting my lazy boy. What's going on?
Do you love it? Do you love that? Or
that hasn't happened. But I feel like it. I don't know. I'm just like my dad. I'm a homebody. I like my space. Yeah. I like, my immediate family, my kids and my wife. Like, I know I'm familiar with that. So when we, even down to like family coming over, like it's always been a weird thing for me.
What about your neighbors? Do you get to know your neighbors?
No.
What?
I know.
Gosh, what is wrong
I
with you
know.
You have to know your neighbors. You're going to need your neighbors one day.
So I tell my neighbors, like, hey, I recognize their face. I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? I have a neighbor. His name's Mike Jones.
Oh, who?
Yeah, exactly. Who? Mike Jones. And he's from Vegas. And he's an old school pimp brother, right? He drives a Cadillac. He always has the silver bracelets. He Kango hat. He has a fresh lineup all the time.
He looks the part.
Just a fresh dude.
He looks like Mike Jones.
Exactly. And anytime I see him, I'm like, okay, I can count on Mike Jones. I know that if anything goes down.
He's the one that's looking through the blinds.
Exactly.
Who's this motherfucker?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know about living next door.
I love my neighbors, and Kevin hates that about me. The minute we move into a new place, I'm out there waving and shaking hands and kissing babies, and Kevin's like, hello, come back in. Are you crazy? But I'm like, if something happens, we're going to need them. In case of an emergency, we need them. And I want them to know that I'm there for them too. But my husband's very much like, mind your business, keep your head in the house. Not me.
Because it's a balance, right? Because you let those people know who you are. Who knows? Those people might take advantage of you.
Yeah. I mean, there's boundaries.
Yeah.
We're going to be friendly. You can ask me for a cup of sugar. I'll do the same. I will watch over your house. But you're not coming to my carne asada. You're not going to stay here, and we have girls at home. You're not going to stay and drink after hours and hang out just because we're neighbors. No, that's not a thing. There's boundaries, but I'm a lot more friendlier. But
I feel Kevin.
Ugh.
But then I'm also like you too. Well,
we
I'm
need
like,
each other.
I would want my neighbors to come over and sit on the back patio.
Yeah, but I'm not giving you the key to my house when I'm gone.
No,
that's for
nothing like
damn
that.
sure.
Nothing like
but I know
that.
people that do that. I think that's weird.
Nope. You're not getting that key
Especially
to my
with
house.
girls in your home.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
Yeah. Things change once you have a baby.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You got 2 more. Getting a happy ending.
From what? From who?
Do you even know what a happy ending is?
I know what it is, but we're talking that term. Like that. The
Yeah,
sexual
after a
term?
massage.
Okay.
Little nice little handy.
No.
It's not pee?
No, it's not pee for me.
Why not?
Because I'm not a casual sex person.
It's not sex.
I'm not even a quickie person.
It's a massage.
Yeah, I'm not into that, and I'm not a guy.
Girls can get happy endings too.
Yeah, but I like to be wined and dined. I want a gentleman. I want someone that gets to. I'm a romantic. I can't just casually get it in and get it out. I need more.
Even as a mom, I feel like I need a quickie.
No,
like, there's no more
no.
romance. Like we're setting up the candles.
Right.
I got kids. I got to get it in before my youngest wakes up.
No,
because she's tied to my wife's hip.
Right. No, I'm very needy. I'm crazy. Yeah. If we're gonna get that going, after that, we better make breakfast together. We better have like a little. Like I can't. I'm not my thing.
Kevin.
I know. I'm sorry, Kevin. R.I.P. R.I.P. Yeah. No.
Let Kevin get a happy ending.
Or he can, or we'll do it, and then he'll go to work. Right. It'll be quick. But later, when he comes home, he better either wine and dine me or grow like something. I need something. I get attached. I'm a hopeless romantic.
I got you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, you're okay with that though?
I mean,
oh man,
I think it's pee to get a happy ending. Cause it's like kind of like
pee.
It's nasty.
It's
kind of
pee
like
to pee on the pee. Oh, so it's kind of like that porn scene. You're just like, yeah.
No,
it's
not
so
even
hot
that.
and-
It's just like you already massaged my back. I'm already relaxed. You might as well just finish the duty.
The duty with the booty. Yeah, I don't get that, but hey, that's your thing. Not judging you.
Shout out to all the people getting happy endings in 2023.
Get a quickie.
Okay, last one. Owning a bird.
Ew, they poop everywhere and they stink and there's feathers. Hell no. Are we talking about an actual bird?
Yeah, whatever, like a
Okay.
parrot or something.
Hell no. My parents owned parakeets for the longest time and they were so fucking annoying. They pooped. It was just poop everywhere.
On the newspaper?
Yeah, and then you wake up and it's like, caca, caca. I'm like, okay. I don't like pets, just so we're clear. I will never own a dog, a cat, nothing.
Not even if your girls want one?
Hell no. They can own one when they're older in their own home. I'm sorry. I just can't. Number one, I'm allergic to cats and dogs and almost everything other than humans. I don't want to take care of something else more than the 3 kids I already have. I'm busy.
Gotcha.
And
But what if they say, hey, Mom, we'll take care of it? Is it still a
do you
no?
believe that?
Absolutely not.
Hell no. I did that to my parents and we had 4 pets and they all ended up my dad's. You know, it's the dad
Yeah.
that ends up. Yeah, no, I've seen it myself. I'm not going to own a pet.
What about Kevin? I feel like Kevin needs a golden retriever.
Kevin needs gosh, I feel like you haven't even talked to him. You already know who he
Yeah,
is.
I just look at your stories.
He's the all-American man. You know, he needs like the lab or something. But no, he's very much what, if mom's happy, he's happy.
Yeah.
And maybe later when the kids are out or when we're bored, we're empty nesters, we'll do it. But we're busy. We camp. We party on weekends. You know, we don't have time. And that's just not my thing. I'm not going to go further because I know there's a lot of pet lovers here and I'm just not going to talk shit. Sorry. But I heard you say that if someone is cooking and they have a pet, you don't think they're grabbing that pet and coming back and touching your food?
Yeah, definitely. If Wendy's coming with the Jello for the potluck, you know she.
Hello? Especially when you know they like make out with their dogs in the mouth. Like,
Well, I mean, we didn't go that far.
but you know, like, obviously you don't even wash it. I don't know, but anyways.
We are discussing human beings in general, and it's amazing that we let somebody else prepare our food.
Yeah, and you don't know what's going on in their house.
Exactly.
They're scratching their balls or coughing.
Exactly.
You know, And our phones are the dirtiest the dirtiest thing, I think, next to a dollar bill.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well, that and like door handles.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I see people take their phones into the bathroom stall all the time.
Absolutely.
You don't think there's space? Like,
Yeah.
we're just dirty people. But yeah, I'm not gonna eat any of your foods. I'm not doing potluck parties anymore. I'm grossed out now.
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
Hey, yo, you're probably listening to the Unrestricted podcast with DreRawka.
We are?
No, they are.
Yeah, oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the real Ruby. You can catch me and Fonzie and the Jimmy
Defunk.
G Daddy Funk on Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, but I think you have to come in more smoother, more funnier. Like, yeah, they could catch us on the Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, y'all can catch us on the Lake Talk 801.
Yeah, and be like, and yeah, man, hey, and they could catch people like me, the real Ruby, and people like you, Fonzie, and people like him, G Daddy Funk,
wow,
on
that's
the
a
Lake
lot
Talk
of people.
801. Who cares?
What did he say?
Huh?
I didn't hear him.
I don't know, but this probably should be the ad.
Are these on?
Catch a new episode every Monday on all streaming platforms. The Lake Talk 801. Tune in now.
All right, that's it. That's all your bitch ass gets.
Okay, Lola, almost 2 hours in.
Oh shit.
Let's wrap this thing up.
Okay.
I want to get what's your social media? I told you I prepared you. What's the social media?
Before we start, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I want to ask you your most 3 favorite food movie scenes.
Food movie scenes.
Yeah. Movie scenes. I'll give you my 3.
Okay, go ahead.
It would be Eat, Pray, and Love. You ever watched Eat, Pray, and Love?
Never seen it.
Julia Roberts, sorry. She eats this bowl of spaghetti, and it just looks heavenly. It's my favorite. Have you ever watched Spanglish with Adam Sandler?
I have, but I don't remember it.
There's a part where he makes a little sandwich and puts an egg in it with the yolk, and he splits it in half. Looks heavenly. And number 3 is the Goofy movie when they order the pizza in the apartment.
The cheese.
Oh, and when you saw it just ooze. Those are my 3 favorite. I want to know your 3.
Man, I wish you would have gave me this earlier so I could have prepared.
Okay, just name one if you can think of one.
I'm trying to think of movie scenes that incorporate food. I mean, you mentioned it earlier, Ratatouille, with the actual Ratatouille.
Okay.
That was always cool.
Yeah. But did that food make you like?
No.
God,
okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay.
And it was one that I grew up with, and I always had this in my mind. The Lost Boys, Hook. When they have the imaginary food.
Yes.
That was my favorite.
Oh, and did it make you hungry?
Absolutely.
Oh, was it?
I wanted the pie, even though it was probably Play-Doh. I wanted the pie with the bright colors. It looks so delicious.
Remember when the kid was doing the corn on the cob?
Yeah.
That was my favorite. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I think that would be it.
That's your top.
Yeah.
Food movie scene. Okay. That's all I wanted to
And
know.
the funny thing about it is that it was all imaginary. It wasn't even there.
No. What about the Ninja Turtles pizza?
Oh.
Is that better than the Goofy movie one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
They started it, I think.
Yeah.
They were the...
Yeah, because, I mean, if you really think about it, Lil De Niro... Oh, no. Probably Lil De Niro's pizza, Home Alone. A lovely cheese pizza, all alone. 92.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think, was like... It might have been the same year.
Well, and here's the thing. Cartoon pizza is better than human pizza.
Why do you say that?
Because do you not see the way it oozes?
Oh, yeah.
But
that ain't real.
No, but doesn't it make you want a fucking pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
What's your go-to toppings on a pizza?
Oh, I like onions. A lot of onions. Onions.
So just onions and cheese?
Onions and cheese. Yes.
Really?
I like the...
Red onions?
Red onions. I like the crunch, the sweet, I just fucking love onions. I like anything that makes my breath stink.
I'm like that with garlic.
The
more garlic, the better.
There's never too much.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I'm very much a sausage pepperoni. More sausage than pepperoni.
Thin or
I like a thin crust, but my family, they're more like hand toss.
hand toss? Okay.
My first job was at Pizza Hut.
What?
So, I started out Pizza Hut, 4500 South, 900 East, right there in Murray, Conwood Heights, Mill Creek area. And I used to experiment, right? I used to I would go to Smith's, right? Because Smith's was right there.
Okay.
So I'd go to Smith's and I'd get different things. I'd make a Mexican pizza. I'd make a PB&J pizza.
For yourself?
Yeah, for the staff.
What?
Yeah.
Did they love it?
Absolutely.
Or they were just high and they're like,
They could have been high. My boy Justin, he was a stoner. This dude, I don't know if I'm snitching. Well, I guess I am snitching. But he used to do some extracurricular sales of different sorts for people. And when he would come back, I would have like the biggest spread. I would make, because we would get our ass kicked, right? Busy, but then around that 10:30, 11-ish time, it was slow. So while we're cleaning up, I'm making the dope shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we said you can make almost anything with rice, omelet, soups, and a pizza. You can throw all your leftovers on all those 4 things. Have you tried the hamburger one, the Big Mac?
Hamburger pizza?
The Big Mac pizza? It's literally what's on the Big Mac on a pizza.
Really?
Oh, it's so good.
Sounds fire.
Yes.
That could be a piece of content, leftovers, like a leftover pizza.
Leftover. If you're making hamburgers at a barbecue, everything from there, just throw it on a pizza or on a bread. If you don't have dough, because that's a lot of work, get some bread or get I remember getting even a tortilla. Just lay it all on there and cut it. And
you realize you're
Lord,
a chef
I'm
now, right?
Hungry.
You're a chef.
Yeah, I'm like, do you see how I'm so hungry and anyways.
Let's get home to our families. One more time with the social medias.
I'm Wife with the Knife at wife.witha.knife.
WITHA. Witha is WITHA.
Mm-hmm. And you can also look me up under Lola Ray. LOLARAY. Lola Ray. And you should see either my cooking page or my personal page. You can add me on both. It's okay.
You have the perfect name. You everything about this product right now, your marketing, who you are, it's perfect for what you're doing right now. So capitalize on it. Those days where you don't feel like doing it, do it. Lean into it.
Do it.
If you need support, you got support. If you need help,
thank you.
Here to help. I know, bigger picture, you got a superstar product right now. So do it. Lean into it. Even think about calendars. Like right now, we got the 4th of July coming up.
Calendars? What am I going to do with the calendar?
Well, I'm saying like calendars, like as far as like dates, like Cinco de Mayo. We should have a Cinco de Mayo.
I'm going to let out some calendars with my pictures on.
You could do some like cooking calendars, right? There's so. Look at you. You mess it up. Look at her.
Here we go again with
with your headphones.
Oh, I hate these headphones so much, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay.
But look at the different dates and celebrations that are coming up. Cinco de Mayo's coming up. You could do Cinco de Mayo dishes the whole week.
Oh, yes.
Start planning that. Shoot that now. Yeah. Release in May. 4th of July. Shoot now. Release in the 4th of July.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk after this because I feel like you know how to do things ahead of time. I'm always like the day of, and then I'm stressing for the next day, and so that's good to know because I'm a baby, but I'm willing to learn, and I'm not snitty to anybody that wants to teach me their ways. I just love cooking. That's all it is.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you coming through. We killed the whole bottle of 19 Crimes. Shout out to Snoop Diggity Diggity Dog.
Thank you, Theo Snoop. We love you.
Yeah, if you want to send another bottle, Theo Snoop, we'll take it.
Yes.
That's been another episode of Unrestricted. I am DreRawka, and I hope you have the day you deserve. Always protect your light. We out. Peace.